Another thing, if I switch, I can grow my beard back out. If I switch positions.
No, that's... Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want the hassle.
It's a hassle. I literally have to shave every, 2 days, bro.
I'm not as bad as you, but it's still principle. You know?
I should shave every day. But it's like, come on, man.
I don't know how
Every
people
day.
do that.
I know, it's like Bernie's like, oh yeah, I do it every day, and he's like, because if not, it grows back too quickly, and I'm just like, I know, but it's like that's such a hassle shaving every day, yo. Like what I have right now, I think this is 2 days. This is where I'm at in 2 days. Not my mustache, obviously. My mustache is like the porn stash is like 2 weeks.
Porn stash,
but. The beard is like literally. It's
by the way, I fucked up the number. No, I didn't fuck.
You either did or you didn't. It's not like I was gonna call you out on it.
Wow, that's the first.
What?
You normally call me out on that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have known.
Oh.
I don't know what number we're at. You act like I know what number we're at. I don't remember what the last number we did. Last time I actually remember looking at a number, it might have been like 48.
Okay, no, I was okay. So
you were wrong.
All right, we in good position here.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to eat these cookies. In all honesty.
Okay, you could begin whenever.
I mean, I can begin whenever.
Oh, you want me to do the clap thing?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I always wait for.
Oh, yeah, fuck it.
My god. Try again.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, everybody else in between. Thank you guys for joining us for yet another diving deep into entertainment episode. Episode number 52.
We die at least once a month.
I'm dying once a week right now, bro. Oh, I got you.
There you go.
I got you.
Put 2 and 2 together. And you got 3.
Today, to follow the monthly box office recap, we're going
monthly.
Because last month we did June. Today,
June?
Yeah.
In September, though?
Yeah.
I know. What are we doing in October, though?
In October, we're doing July.
What?
Simple logic, right?
Yeah. Dumb logic, but it's simple.
Like always, it's Francis Mandrala in the bright red shirt, and to my left.
Like always? You're not always in a bright red shirt. Just want to point
No, like always, comma, who's in a bright red shirt. Francis Mandrala.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it was that slight pause, which...
It was no slight pause when you said it, though.
I believe there was.
There was, and we'll play it back later.
We probably won't.
It's me, Giordino the Bambino.
How you have like 6 different nicknames?
You call me whatever you want. I really don't care. But yeah, I'm here. We're doing a thing. I got cookies. I got milk.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a good podcast.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Most deaf.
Okay, so just so you guys know, I'm gonna be calling out the names and most of the info. Jordan's going to the names of the films because I can actually pronounce those. Jordan's going to pronounce the names for the actors, and then we're just gonna go back and forth. What did we expect? What actually happened? And as we're continuing to,
giving me the hard job. Okay.
As we continue to do these monthly updates, we're adding stuff on to just build up the perspective. This time we're adding Rotten Tomato and Metacritic scores just so you guys can understand how everything's lined up between commercial and critical hits.
Sure.
But to begin the month, we started off with the weekend of July 6th.
July 6th.
Yes.
What happened on July 6th?
Well, first off, the first Purge, which is the 4th Purge film, opened up 2 days before on Wednesday, so that was July 4th.
Yep.
Released by Universal. This is a horror thriller starring.
Oh shit! Give me a second.
Okay.
Real quick though, wasn't that some of that filmed in Buffalo?
Yes. Yes.
I just want to ask that question.
What if I'm correct? Wasn't it the neighborhood scenes? I said obviously the whole film,
I think so.
But
I think so. I don't know. I just remember they were doing a Purge movie here.
Okay.
Where are we at?
Okay,
Here.
we're doing the first Purge.
Oh, this is why you gave me the job. Do you know how to pronounce that? Have you ever heard it?
I just know this is the actor, I believe, from that one other Sony film, Superfly or something.
Oh, yeah. Never
Yeah.
watched it.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, his name is pronounced Wylan or Elan? Elon? maybe?
Elon.
Elon Noel?
Yeah, Noel.
With a Y. Not Noel, Elon.
Yeah.
Wylan, but Elon, you understand what I'm saying? Then we got Lex Scott Davis and Marissa Tomei. Only name I recognize there.
Yeah, just could you do that a little more in the mic?
Yeah, only name I recognize there.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei, the beautiful Aunt Marissa Tomei.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was in it.
Yeah, she
was in the trailer?
Yeah, she's actually the woman who creates the Purge.
Didn't even remember.
Yeah. Okay, so this film had the lowest opening weekend of the franchise.
What?
Yes, at $17.5 million. But don't forget, it opened up on a Wednesday, which kind of diluted the opening weekend.
That's funny considering it looked the best to me.
No, and it actually, in terms of legs, it had the best legs of the entire franchise, domestically speaking. It finished with $69 million, the third best of the franchise domestically. But the important thing, it made 4 times its opening weekend and made a franchise record $136 million globally off of a $13 million budget. So,
I know there's got to be like an answer out there somewhere.
yeah.
Okay. What movie cost the least but made the most percentage-wise?
If I'm correct, it's either the first Paranormal Activity or the third.
Okay.
I believe it's the first one because it only cost $10,000.
Really?
And it made what? It made over 110 domestically alone. I believe
Okay,
it's
yeah,
two.
that will do it.
Yes.
That'll do it.
I believe that is the best percentage.
Okay, now I know.
Yes. It has to be a horror film because horror films are normally very... Yeah. If I'm correct, check me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the first one. Can you think about that? God. Okay, so the Friday of that week, the biggest film for the 4th of July weekend was Ant-Man and the Wasp, the sequel to the original, which I believe is an underappreciated film.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't think it's underrated. I just don't believe people talk about it commercially the way it should.
How'd it do? I don't even know. I'm looking.
It is like, wait, this one or the previous film?
This one. I see it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is an action comedy released by Disney, starring Paul Rudd. Rudd. Yeah, this is
your back.
This is you.
Oh, it's me. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Hannah John Kamen.
Mm-hmm.
All those ASMR fans out there. And Lawrence Fishburne.
Of course, there's more individuals, but I thought that was the best 4-way cast.
Sorry, I'm eating in the mic, by the way. I'm hungry.
Now you could you could point that somewhere else. Dope, bro. Okay. Opening weekend was $76 million over 4,200 theaters.
Sounds about right.
Ended up making 2.85 times its opening weekend, finishing with over $215 million domestically. And I did not put worldwide for some reason, but it ended up finishing with nearly $650 million worldwide. And it was off of a $160 million budget. So,
Not bad.
yeah, not bad at all.
It's around superhero kind of movies.
Yes.
How did Venom do? I didn't even ask. I have no clue how good it did.
Okay. Even with Halloween having a record-setting opening weekend, it has the highest opening weekend in October.
Okay.
80+ million.
Uh-huh.
And it's already the best way to describe it, it's pacing with the third Wolverine film, Logan, domestically. So Logan right now is around like 180. This is about 170 right now. Yeah, and it's made over 400. It's made around 450 worldwide, without China, on a $100 million budget, bro. So, oh, and by the way, I just want to point this out. Take away MCU films. What Ant-Man is doing is very impressive. 180 the first film domestically, 215 the second film. Those aren't chump numbers, you know? Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to point that out. Oh, crap, they're hardened, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Thank God I got the milk.
Oh shit, and we weren't even talking about the reviews and shit. Let's go back to the first Purge. Rotten Tomato 53%, Metacritic 54%. So just so you guys know, Rotten Tomato is how many critics recommend the film, and Metacritic is an actual number.
We got a problem.
Why?
Look at my cookies.
Bro, the only problem I just realized, if you don't eat them the moment they come out the oven, they harden.
That's why I've been eating them quickly.
Yeah.
Because the moment you gave them to me, I'm like, shit, they getting hard.
Yeah. Oh.
You bit into it with nothing but sadness. Sometimes life gives you hard cookies. You just gotta eat them.
Bro, because I warmed them up.
I know.
I warmed them up last night, and I ate them right away, but I didn't realize that they would harden up in less than 5 minutes.
That's what happens, bruh.
We couldn't even get it in them.
You never got cookies before, bruh? They get hard once you reheat them.
Was my face that bad when I first bit into
It was
it?
pretty funny. It wasn't your face, it was the sound you made. You bit into it, you went, oh. And it was funny. As soon as you bit into it, oh. That's the sound of defeat.
Because if these were soft, it wouldn't make the noise.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You gotta find something that's as good as chips, but not as loud. Because chips are amazing. Chips are always good.
Yeah, and they're the perfect, like, quick.
Snack, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about the new Pokemon?
The one that's coming out for the Switch.
Yeah, the Eevee and.
I'm indifferent about it because I wanna play it. I do want to play it.
But you know it's like Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Well, it's different because it's the first gen.
No, but I'm saying, like, it's not typical. You fight Pokemon in battle. You just catch them like Pokemon Go.
Are you serious? You don't battle?
No.
Well then, fuck it. I'm not getting it. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me that because I was gonna buy it. I was absolutely gonna buy it. I was saving up. I'm like, I'm gonna buy a Switch with the Pokemon. Nah, fuck that now. Yeah, I ruined it. Got rid of Pokemon battles. What kind of shit is that? The best part about Pokemon. How the fuck you supposed to battle gyms? How? You just which Pokemon you catch? How the fuck you supposed to trade them? You can't battle.
Okay, no, you still have human battles, but you don't like do any of the wildlife stuff.
That's dumb. That's dumb. You just run into Pokemon. You don't fucking. Okay, first of all, you run into a Pokemon. You got two choices: you either fight it for XP,
or flee.
Three choices: you run away, or you catch it. Right. So I run into this Pokemon, I catch it. Okay. Then I run into the same Pokemon again because I'm in a grassy patch and I can't escape that shit. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna run away. Then I run into the same fucking Pokemon again. So eventually you stop running and you just kill them for the XP. But no, you can't do that now. Now you only got two choices. You gave me three choices, now they give you two. Either run or catch it. That's bullshit. It's basically a safari zone. What do you do when you gotta buy Pokeballs? You ain't got no money for Pokeballs. You know how much people you're gonna have to battle too, bro? You have to battle everyone in the fucking game just to stay on the right level.
No, I believe they might buffer that though.
But they're gonna have to add people into the game then. Because I'm playing Pokemon Yellow now, and I'm trying to build my team evenly. You know what I'm saying? More or less.
That's what. Besides the Unova region, which like was really weak, where you didn't have to do much training.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do to like easily defeat the gyms.
Yeah. Typically, I'll get like 3-4 Pokemon, and I'll train them. Most is I'll get 4. Usually it's only 3. And I'll train them, and I'll give them all different movesets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like this will learn this, but because it's Generation 1. The movesets are very limited, obviously.
No, but at least with Pokemon for me, I honestly believe it's getting too complicated. Like they're making up stuff.
I haven't played any of the new ones. I haven't played since Black and White, and even then, I don't think I ever beat Black or White.
Yeah. Like ever since then, they added the Mega Evolutions, which I don't
like them.
I don't mind with certain ones, but then they also added the X move or the Z move.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's basically a one-hit kill.
Oh, so it's like
but you need like
or, whatever, Sear Cold.
Yeah, but it's like it's like a Mega Stone to where it's attached to a certain thing.
Oh, that's dumb. Okay, yeah. See, in yellow, it's it's a lot more simpler because there's, like I said, the moveset's very limited. Like I have a Mr. Mime, right? Because you can trade and get a Mr. Mime in that game. So I got a Mr. Mime, and he doesn't by himself. He does not learn a single psychic move. Because it's Generation 1, they didn't have all the psychic moves. When you get him, he knows confusion.
Yo, and did they have dragon moves? Because you remember Hyper Beam used to be
There's only 2 dragon moves, I believe. Dragon Rage, which only does 40 damage, doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter effect. And Dragon Breath.
Wait, the only 2 so Hyper Beam was never dragon?
Nope, it's normal. It's always been normal.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And Charizard, I got a Charizard. He doesn't learn Flamethrower. He learns Ember at like 12. No, he got it when I learned him. He learned it at 6. He learns Ember at 6. He does not learn another fire move until level 42. Flamethrower. That's tough, bro. That's real tough.
That's because Ember sucks.
Yeah, I know. It used to go because in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I think he learns it at like 24 or 26. Charmeleon learns it. But it's like, it's tough. It's tough. Yellow's tough because, like I said, the moves are limited because obviously it just started. So it's like, I can't just be, and the thing is, I can't teach like, like in the new ones, you could teach like this Pokemon, this move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though it's like a different type. But in Generation Yellow, it's like, fighting Pokemon learn fighting moves. You know what I'm saying?
And can't basically any Pokemon learn a normal move?
Almost any Pokemon, yeah. But it's still like it's tough. You got like my party's pretty good though. I got a Jolt. I fucking threw out Pikachu. I know it's just too weak. I can't train it. I got a Jolteon.
No, Pikachu is the TV show does too much justice.
Even a Raichu is not that strong, but I would settle for a Raichu. But I don't. I gotta stick with Pikachu. So I switched him out for Jolteon because you get an Eevee. Mm-hmm. Get the Jolteon. Jolteon in that game is amazing, bro. Because it so far out of all my Pokemon, it has the largest moveset.
No, I was gonna say when I played Blue, my favorite Pokemon was always one of the Eevee evolutions.
Yo, Jolteon is amazing because first of all you get it at 25 automatically, so it only knows normal moves, but then you evolve it. At 32, it learned Double Kick. Then I believe at 52 it learns Thunder. And at 40, 36, it learns Pin Missile. Now, a lot of people's like, Pin Missile's garbage move. You got to remember, this is Generation 1. The only thing that's super effective against Ghost and Psychic
is Poison, right?
Yeah. Well, Ghost is super effective against Psychic as well, but it's super hard to raise a Ghost Pokemon. The only one worth raising is a Hunter.
Yeah.
But you can't evolve it to a Gengar without trading. So it's like, to defeat Sabrina, Pin Missile was fucking my life, bro.
Sabrina was the 4th.
Yeah, the 4th gym. She's got a level 50 Abra, level 50 Kadabra, and a level 50.
No, Alakazam. Sabrina wasn't she 5th? My bad. Because the plant was 4th.
She is 5th. She is 5th. They switch them though. You know that between Yellow and Pokemon Red and Blue, they switch them. She becomes the 5th and the 6th. Like in one she's the 5th, and in one she's the 6th.
Which one is it for Yellow?
Yellow, I believe she's the 6th. Oh, because Koga was weaker.
But normally she's 5th, right?
And then Koga's 6th, yeah.
Okay.
And they switched it up because I think it's the way you like go about the game. You get to Saffron before you get to...
But they've always done that for the 3rd game. They always switched gym leaders or they added a gym leader.
Yeah.
Every game's...
But yeah, like
every
I'm playing
region.
And it's like... It's fun, but like Jolteon's a lifesaver. I got a Jolteon. Here's my Pokemon. I got a Jolteon.
Okay.
I got Charizard, Gyarados. Yo, Gyarados in that game, the lifesaver, bro.
You know what's sad though? Gyarados now feels like an average Pokemon.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Which
in the first
shouldn't.
gen, he's a beast. He's damn near unstoppable, bro.
Yeah.
Because he could take on almost anything. The only thing he can't take on is electric Pokemon.
Yeah.
And
because it's double effective,
and
right?
I can still beat electric Pokemon if I hit first. If I hit first, because I got double edge on him. If I hit first with double edge, you're going down. But against the Jolteon, forget about it. Jolteon might be the fastest shit in that game, bro. My Jolteon's level 42. Its speed is like 130 right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, so it's like Gyarados, Charizard, Jolteon. I got who else am I working with? Mr. Mime. Who's my other one? Mr. Mime, Jolteon. Oh, I got a Graveler. I'm trying to get a Golem.
But don't you have you
have to trade. But Adrian's gonna buy the game, and you can do a wireless trade. They got the wireless trade you can do for it.
How are the graphics?
The same as thing. They didn't upgrade them. It's the exact same game.
No, but I'm saying, how does it feel to go back?
It feels good. It feels like it used to. Nothing's changed about it. It's great. It's still a great game.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I got a Graveler that's like in his 40s. I'm trying to. I told Adrian to buy, one of the blue, red, yellow. I don't care, just to trade me so I can get a golem.
Yeah.
I told him if he does that, I'll buy silver, crystal, or gold.
They have that.
Mm-hmm. They have all three of them, and he's playing silver, and he wants a Scizor and a Steelix. And I told him I would trade so he could get those if he trades me my golem.
Yo, silver and crystal, bro.
Mm-hmm. Silver is Adrian's favorite game. I'm gonna buy crystal once I beat yellow. The problem is if I buy it now, I won't play it.
I like crystal just because I like the story more.
Yeah,
but it's.
I know.
The 2 region thing was so genius.
It's beautiful, bro. And that's what I'm saying. And no other Pokemon game has done it, I think.
No.
Yeah. It was probably one of the best moves they've ever done.
And I was listening to Game Informer. They say that those games were actually the games that they thought Pokemon was going to fail. Like, because it was under the most crunch. Mm-hmm. So they did not think those games were going to be good. So they somehow delivered not only the awesome Johto region, but delivered 2 regions in one game.
Fucking fantastic. But yeah, and I think my last Pokemon is Primeape right now. Who's not bad. I'm thinking about just keeping them in my party though, just for like strength.
The fighting monkey, right?
Yeah. Okay. The evolution of Mankey.
Yes.
Just because the problem with Primeape is he's only good against fighting is good against normal, and it's good against rock, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Against rock, I got Gyarados.
Water.
Not only do I have Gyarados, but I also have a Golem to use Earthquake. Because ground is super effective against rock too.
Yeah.
And so it's like fighting's not really necessary. And then against normal, everything's good against normal.
Yeah.
Not super effective, but it's good.
Yeah.
I can still
It's
use
almost what is it? It's overlapping.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just like I don't really need Primeape. He's just there.
Real quick, can I just say this about the Johto region? Still to this day, they have the best 3 legendaries. Because you know how every region has like
Entei, Suicune, Raikou?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Best.
Yeah.
You could because I don't.
They have 5 legendaries technically.
No. But I'm saying like how the Kento has the 3 birds.
Yeah.
The Johto has the 3 dogs.
Yeah.
The Hoenn has the 3 Reggies.
Yeah. Garbage. Yeah. The Reggies are garbage. That's all I'm saying.
No, they might be the worst.
Yeah,
the Sinnoh is the worst with the 3 lakes.
Sinnoh.
The 3 lakes.
Oh yeah, the Uxie and all that shit. Yeah, those were garbage too.
Yeah.
Never used them.
I can't remember. Oh,
you know what game I'm about to buy though? I just remembered. Blue Mystery Team. Pokemon the Mystery Dungeon.
You mean? Oh, the DC, the one that came out for the DS.
Yeah, it came out for the DS, and the red team came out for the Game Boy Advance.
Yes,
bro. I looked at its price. It's $10 on Amazon, and I loved that game when I was younger.
Can you please get the newest version for the 3DS?
No,
why not?
Because I played it. Wait, not the newest one, the one before that.
No, that one is garbage.
Okay, yeah.
No, if you're...
It was the Infinity Gates or something.
No, that is garbage.
That's the one I bought, and it was bad.
That was the worst one.
It made me give up on my 3DS, bro. That's the game where I was like, I had a 3DS, and I played it, and I was like, I don't even want to play this. Like, I'm never going to use my 3DS. This game is garbage. I sold it.
Everything, the gameplay, the story... No, but I was going to say, if you do that, are they selling the sequels to those? Because after
like, Explorers of Time and all that,
yeah, those are pretty good.
No, yeah, I know. I played Blue Mystery Team or Blue Team. I fucking loved it. I played Explorers of Time and Explorers of Sky.
Okay,
because there was Explorer of Time, Explorer of Darkness, then the Explorers of Sky came out. I played all of them. I loved all of them, bro. I swear in my Explorers of Time, I had every single legendary on my team. I recruited every single one, bro.
I never got that,
bro. I played that much. I was a fucking Munchlax who evolved into a Snorlax, and then my partner was a fucking Charizard. I remember I played that game so much. And
can I just say this though? I would believe if you turned into a Pokemon, Munchlax would not be. Oh, that's not Jordan. Dude, you know.
And Munchlax, great starter, bro, because he can learn almost any move. He can learn Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt. He can learn everything, bro.
You know what's crazy? When I wasn't
Hyper Beam,
when I wasn't forcing to be like one of the starter Pokemon, I would normally end up being either Eevee or Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost always got when I played. I think I started like 3-4 times. I got Munchlax was the last one I got. I remember the first time I played, I was a Blastoise. My partner was a Charizard. No, I was a Charizard. My partner was a Blastoise.
Okay.
Second time, I think, yeah, I was a Trico. Also really good Pokemon. Sceptile, fucking amazing. And I think my partner might have been a Blastoise.
Can we have a Pokemon episode one day for Video Games Unplugged? Bro. The Hoenn region just does not get...
Dude, and the thing is, they have the thing on the DS. It's called the Virtual Console. So you can play Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, or Game Boy Color games, Game Boy games. They have all the old Zeldas, all the old Kirbys, all the old Pokemons. And I'm just like, that's awesome. I love it. Now make a Game Boy Advance one, bro, because I couldn't really play the Game Boy Color because I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So I almost never got to play it.
Okay.
Until the Game Boy Advance came out, and I had the Game Boy Advance, and you could put the old. My mom still had the old cartridges.
Yeah.
You could put those in and play
backwards.
So, but I played mostly Game Boy Advance games. So if you give me like Sapphire, Ruby, Leaf Green, like I'd probably end up buying most of them. Like first of all, I definitely buy Fire Red, definitely buy Emerald, and I'll probably end up buying Ruby or Sapphire. And then you give me, like, I love the Metroid games for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, they were good.
Dude, so many. And the thing is, too, because they have the wireless thing, you can play like you're connected to other people.
Yeah.
But you're wireless.
No, it has the features of the new ones, yeah.
Nintendo, sometimes you fuck things up so bad, but you have a way, like, just, got it.
But did you hear they might not bring the Virtual Console to the Switch?
That'd be okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to play Pokemon Yellow on my TV. I would love it. But as long as I can play it on my DS, I really don't mind.
I don't want to Switch, but if they make a legit console Pokemon game, bro.
You want it.
We've been wanting that for, what, 2 decades now? Damn near?
Yeah.
Ever since fucking 6th grade, I know for a fact.
Yeah. I would love a... Adrian's got the fucking, the joint in the bottom of his GameCube. He's got that. He needs the.
I remember
he needs to buy
that
the disc though, because there's a disc you need to put in that plays hardware that lets you do the thing. You can't just buy the bottom. You need a disc, and then he could play Game Boy Advance games on his TV.
That was the selling point when I was deciding between PlayStation 2 and GameCube. Yeah. That almost got me to get a GameCube. I'm glad I didn't. But
I would rather, honestly, if it came to buying an SP or a GameCube and do that, I'd rather buy a GameCube with the piece and the thing and buy like Fire Red or Leaf Green and just play it in the bottom, play it on my TV. Yeah. Because it'd be so awesome. Yeah. It'd just be so awesome to play that shit on your TV.
And I personally, prefer the older visuals compared to this new 3D bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know?
No, I'm not a fan of it either because I played Omega Ruby. Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's not everything the same. It's the same, but it's from, not only is it from a different angle, but they change very small things that kind of throw it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the sun and moon is even worse. Yeah, they go into that stuff even more, and it's just...
Yeah, I don't, like... And the thing is, and 3D, Pokemon has done 3D before. It's done it with Coliseum. It's done it with XD Gale Dark. I don't know why I'm talking to them like they part of this conversation.
But those games were made for console, you know? So, yeah, exactly. So they were built from the ground up.
Yeah, exactly. They started it meaning for it to be 3D. Yeah. But it's like on a handheld, 3D games are very iffy. It's like hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the game.
Yeah.
But and the also thing is too is
especially for Nintendo handheld games.
And if you think about it, Pokemon like then is not like because in the old it's kind of like blocky. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's top down. It's 2D.
Yeah. So it's like it's flat. And you can move steps, and it's like simple. It's kind of like, you know, this, that.
But it just looks
3D,
right.
And when you can move 3D, it's weird. Yeah. It's very weird on a handheld.
I will say this: the only thing I prefer 3D over 2D is the battles. I do.
Those look cool. I can understand that.
The battles are improved.
That's why I like Fire Red and Leaf Green. Because when they started, not 3D, but kind of like...
the 2D.
The graphics started getting way better for like the battles and stuff. Because you play Pokemon Yellow, bruh, like... Some Pokemon just look bad. Like, they just look bad.
If we're being honest, the Pokemon look bad, the moves look bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what...
You know what move stays the same no matter what, though?
What?
Quick attack.
Oh, yeah.
It's always the same. The Pokemon just backs up out of the frame.
Well, besides the 3D, because they actually show the Pokemon.
Oh, do they?
It's not the Flash.
I haven't seen it. I haven't played any.
Yeah. Okay. So... If you guys actually stuck through that, who wouldn't? Pokemon fans. Everybody's a Pokemon fan. Everybody knows Pokemon. Look at Pokemon Go. That proves everybody's a Pokemon fan.
Yeah, now they are. Fucking Leaf Green. $280 brand new on Amazon.
No, bro. Nintendo handheld games from the Zelda, from the
Wild.
Mario, and from the Pokemon series, they only go up.
Super expensive. Heart Gold, unopened, or Heart Gold or Soul Silver, one of them.
What is like
unopened,
180?
$350. Unopened, brand new. That's wild. Used, all of them are like $50.
But that's still increase.
Yeah, exactly. It's craziness. Craziness, I tell you.
Okay, we were talking about the Metacritics, right? Before the whole cookie
we just
situation.
did these ones, and then we moved on to this.
No, but did we ever talk about the because you remember we talked about everything but the Metacritic, like the reviews, did we? Because I was like, oh yeah, we forgot the reviews, and
Then you said the numbers. I know you said the numbers
for the first Purge.
First Purge. I don't know if you said it for Ant-Man.
Okay, so do you agree with the first Purge? I didn't see it, so
I didn't see it either.
Okay, so it was around 50%.
Shitty movie. 50%. Get the fuck out of here.
That's average.
I know.
Half of the people liked it, half of the people didn't, and it got an average Metacritic score. So I believe I was saying, just so you guys know, Rotten Tomatoes is how many people approve of the film. It's not the actual score, while Metacritic is. So you guys know.
It's an alright movie. Let's just say that.
Okay, Ant-Man and Wasp, Rotten Tomato 88, Metacritic 70. So around 88% approved of it, but they only gave it about a 7 out of 10. How do you feel about that score? I think I agree with it. It was a great film, but nothing special.
Kind of like the first Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
This was better, in my opinion.
I agree with you, too. I think this one was better than the first one.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, now moving on to the next weekend, July 13th, we had 2 new films. We had the 3rd installment of the underappreciated...
Very unappreciated.
Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation, which I want to get into this a little bit further.
I gotta watch it again. I fell asleep when I was watching the movies.
Bro, that was the Christopher Robin thing where I fell asleep halfway through.
I got like 30, 40 minutes in and I was just gone.
It had nothing to do with the film, just work schedules. Yeah. And then Skyscraper. So I'm going to talk about Skyscraper first. It was released by Universal, action adventure starring Dwayne Johnson and
The Rock.
And
I had to throw that out there. Yeah. I didn't know.
And the female main individual, Neve Campbell.
Neve Campbell or Neve Campbell.
Okay.
People don't got normal names anymore, man.
Neve Campbell. It had a 25 million.
Is she white?
Yeah. That was the wife.
That shit's Neve.
That was the wife.
I don't know. She might have been Hispanic for all I know.
Oh, don't say this.
I don't go by looks no more, bro.
Fuck! I know, it's so true.
I'll look it up. You keep talking.
You remember the Target chick? I was so positive she was Hispanic.
Yeah.
She's actually white, people. Okay, now...
She's Canadian.
Well, that doesn't say much. That's like saying American, you know. Okay, it had a 25 million opening weekend over 3,700 theaters. It did not have the best legs. It ended up finishing with less than 70 million domestically, 2.7 times its opening weekend. It did make 300 plus million globally, but on a 125 million budget. So this was technically a film in the red. And yeah, the critics agreed. It had a Rotten Tomato score of a 46 and a Metacritic score of a 51. So the embodiment of an average film. How do you agree about that?
What was it, Skyscraper?
Yeah.
I agree. When it first came out, I heard a lot of good things about it. But, like, when I watched it, it just felt like a normal action movie to me. It was nothing crazy to me.
You know what sucks? When I first saw it, I was really into it. You know, because the action scenes are very, not suspenseful, but they put you in the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
But the more you watch it, because I've seen it 3 times now, it's one of those films that you notice things you didn't notice before, and it just takes away from the experience.
I understand.
And this is definitely one of those films, once you experience it once, that's all you need to do. Okay, now...
So she's Scottish and Jewish. Father's Scottish, mother's Jewish.
That has to be a Jewish first name.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I honestly, if it's Scottish, it might be like Nev.
Is Nev a Scottish name?
It could be. Sounds like something a Scottish person would say. And I don't mean that to be racist. It's just, you know. It just kind of sounds like something a Scottish person would say. Or, I mean, anyone kind of like that Northern European.
Bro, the thing that fucks me up with names now, even if a name is spelled a proper way for whatever reason.
Pronounced different.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to be different.
Yeah.
It's like, no, her name's not, let me think. It's not Ashley. It's like Ashley. It's like, well, it's spelled Ashley. You just want to be fucking different. People are like that, bro.
No, I know.
People are.
Bro, did you hear about the former Bills quarterback? His name is spelled Tyrod, but it's pronounced Tyrod.
People want to be different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now moving on to Hotel Transylvania 3, released by Sony, an animated film starring the underrated Adam Sandler.
People, for some reason, people love him, but they don't love the present version of him. They love the old version of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
like people don't like any new things that he's in for some reason.
Okay, don't get me wrong. His newer films are not as good as his older films. But just like they shit on Pixels.
Pixels was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
No, but bro, was Pixels that much worse than any of his beginner films to where, oh, this is a legendary comedy film and this is straight garbage?
You know what I think it is? I think it's the fact he hasn't done anything like crazy big. You know what I'm saying? Like his movies are always at the same like, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. So now people get used to it and the good is no longer good. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, well, it's the same as the last movie he made. But the last movie he made was good, but it's like they're getting tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying like the Will Smith, who's the Jim Carrey effect? How they're technically still in consistently similar quality films, but
yeah, but because people like get used to seeing not the same movie, but like it's kind of like a flat roller coaster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything, so it's kind of just boring.
And then of course when you get the new hot thing, like Kevin Hart, for example, you jump on that bandwagon.
Exactly.
Which to be honest, bro,
he makes good movies.
No, but are his films that much better than?
No, that's what I'm saying, and that's the thing that I'm saying too is like because everyone remembers like Big Daddy. You know, what's the other one? Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like everyone remembers those great movies, right? But if you go back and like you say, you look at them side to side, they're not that different. Like good, like rating wise, they're not bad. Like to us, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll give that one a 7. Well, like 8, and then the 7. When you think it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah.
But to somebody who's always used to seeing, oh, this is good, 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 and then it drops down a little, they're like, oh, that's shitty. You know what I'm saying?
You remember people started to turn on him right around the Click, The Longest Yard area.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Click is the last movie I remember of him that everyone liked.
Yeah. And now people go back and they say they don't like it now. Like people
do say that, and I don't know why, because it was a good movie.
No, and Kate Beckinsale, bro. She's beautiful. Bro, but her talent, like the film she's been in lately,
she's an amazing actress. I give it to her. Yo, first of all, right? I know we don't talk a lot about TV shows.
No, we need to get more into that.
There is a TV show that I just watched.
On what platform?
I watched it on my phone because I couldn't find it anywhere else.
Okay.
It's called A Million Little Things. Have you heard of it?
What is it about?
It's about these 4 friends going through life, and they're living life, and in the first episode, one of the friends kills himself. And they all...
ABC.
Yes.
And it has the guy who killed himself is the comedian who was in like those... Fuck. God.
I don't know, but the black guy in it is from Think Like a Man.
Yeah, yes. Yep. He's awesome.
He is good. He's very good. I didn't know he hosts a show. I can't remember what show it is right now, but he hosts some show on some channel. My mom was watching it the other day. But anyways.
He is hilarious.
That show is really fucking good. There's 4 episodes right now. It's really good.
How do they handle the actual suicide? Like, do they actually go into that and make it meaningful, or is it just...
Well, here's the thing, right? This is why I say it's pretty good. I don't like some parts of it. Some parts because it's just like, why is this person doing this? Like, they have a game, but you don't know what their game is at all. Okay. So I'm just gonna give you this. It starts off with the dude killing himself.
So how? Because I like him as an actor.
Yep. It starts off with him. He's on a phone call doing this, and all of a sudden he's in his office and he's looking over his balcony. He's smiling, and it's showing. Then it shows him, right. He's living the good life. Then
he's rich, right?
Yeah. Then it shows his friends. One, the dude from Psych. I don't know if you remember the show Psych, the main character.
The white. Okay.
He's like, he's in remission. He has breast cancer, so he's living. Yeah. So he's living tough, right? Then there's the other guy who's in a marriage, but he's in love with somebody else. And he wants to get out of his marriage.
So basically all the worst case scenarios from different perspectives for a guy.
The black guy is actually about to kill himself. Yes, he has a note written down with pills in his mouth.
And by the way, when you say he's about to kill himself, nobody assumes he's about to kill himself.
Correct.
Just like the friend who actually killed himself.
And
so two of the friends...
And then it goes to the thing. He jumps off this balcony. He's dead. So the one dude who has breast cancer keeps calling the dude who's about to take the pills, the black guy, and he's like, deny, 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 and he eventually picks up, and he's like, what? And he's got all the pills in his mouth, and he's like, you're not going to believe this. John killed himself. And he just spits out all the pills. Like, as he was about to kill himself, his friend killed himself. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's like, and there are certain things in there that I don't like I said, where there's a certain thing that somebody's doing and you don't know why. You figure obviously they're doing it for some reason.
Yeah.
Without telling you too much about it, but it's like how is nobody like realizing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand their focus is on something else, not on that particular.
Oh, you're saying the motivations of certain people, it should be more noticeable?
Yes.
And it doesn't have anything to do with suicidal stuff, right?
It not with suicidal stuff, but with the person who committed suicide. It has something to do with what I don't even... Actually, I can tell you because I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
He left a note, as people do, a will and testament kind of. Don't know what's on it. Just know it's in a folder with his wife's name on it. His secretary found it. And
didn't give it to the wife?
Has not given it to the wife. That's all in 4 episodes. That's all
illegal.
You know. I know. That's all you know. I'm assuming she's doing some like crazy shit because... There is one other scene where she's on the phone and all she says is, don't liquidate that just yet. So I assume her motives are money-wise, but it's like, that's fucking crazy to me. Like, because she seems really close with everybody because she was his secretary for years, I guess. And she seems really close with everybody.
So you're basically saying you can't tell if she's being shady or actually in good interest?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because it feels like she's doing something bad, but I honestly can't tell right now.
Yeah, that could be just the point of view.
Yeah, and I'm saying, and it's like she could know something that none of us know. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe she's trying to get shit right before she does this. It doesn't seem like it, but you know that's the curveball they can throw you.
No, I kept seeing trailers for that. 2 things. First off, I thought it was kind of weird that the show launched right around Mac Miller dying of overdose. And then secondly, I love the premise because that shows 2 things. First and foremost, if somebody truly wants to kill themselves, I don't care what anybody says, they're going to kill themselves.
That's a major part in the show too, because a lot of people go, "Oh, I wish I could have stopped and that." And then the black dude even says it. He says, "Listen, if you know what I'm saying, he's like, there's nothing you could have done if he was gonna end it."
Does anybody know he was about to kill himself?
They just found out. And when I tell you, like, obviously the show is major dramatic because it's about suicide and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it does it very well.
So it's very natural. It's not forced. It's respectful.
Yes. And the same thing with the breast cancer thing. I thought that was a really good touch. They do it really nice.
Because most people, when you think of breast cancer, you only think about females.
Yes, exactly. So I thought when they did it with him, I thought that was really cool. He says it too. I think it's like 1 in every 100,000 people are men who get it or something like that. It's really good. And there's even more surprises in the show too. Shit that'll blow your mind.
Is the show depressing though? Because there's all these depressing topics.
It's not, because of the fact it's like it starts off sad because everybody's feeling sad because the dude kills himself.
Yeah.
But like when you first watch it, like the dude who kills himself, he's the happiest person in the show. And we still don't know why he killed himself. We have no clue why.
Do you think they're ever going to really touch on that? Because, like, for example, House, the guy from Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
In one season, he kills himself, and they never say why. Because at the end of the day, somebody who truly wants to kill himself, you never know.
Yeah.
Especially the people who are in a situation like this main character, where, like, you think I believe he's a millionaire or he's very wealthy.
Very wealthy.
And like you said, he's happy. He has the life. Mm-hmm. Technically, that should be the whole purpose and the goal of life, to be in his situation. and something's not clicking.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is like the main thing is I want to find out why he killed himself. Like that's the main reason why I still watch it. I mean, it's a good show, but that's my interest right now. It's like I want to know why he killed himself because he had everything. So, and like I said, the folder with his wife's name on it, he left a phone call. He also left a voicemail to one of his friends right before he died.
Okay.
Don't know what it said, but he left a voicemail, and I don't know what it is. So it's like there's obviously a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. And the one dude says it too. He's like, it's never one thing. It's always
multiple
things. He's like, although he dies in the beginning, because the one dude, the black dude, he's trying to make a movie. He shoots commercials, so he like records a lot of stuff. So he has a lot of. Oh,
so they're using flashbacks or
flashbacks as recordings. He has one at their Bruins game because they're all like hockey fans or whatever.
Okay.
And they tell about how they first met in an elevator.
So this takes place in Boston?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's where their home games are played, and they play. Because what happens is when they first meet each other, he was talking about it. They were in an elevator. They got stuck in an elevator for 2.5 hours. And John, being the guy that he was, the character who died, he was always talking. So after 2.5 hours, he got real deep, and he found out that everyone there was fans of hockey. So after 2.5 hours, they said when they get out, they'd go to a hockey game, and they've been to every hockey game, home. Hockey
Oh, that's how they met?
Yeah. So it's really cool. And he's like, and at the hockey game, he says something in the video that he was recording. I can't remember. Because
I like this show. Seems
really
natural.
Good show, bro. It's really good. It flows so nicely. And I'm telling you, bro, the twist and the surprises, they are gonna catch you, bro. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? That's literally what I said last night. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like it just catches you off guard. Okay. It's really good. Just if you give it a chance.
Okay. No,
I think you can watch the first couple episodes on the ABC. Okay. Website. I think so.
Just to end that conversation, would you rather have a concrete answer to why he killed himself, or would you rather it end in the sense of multiple options?
No. Yeah, concrete. But here's the thing, right? If the season ends and they don't tell me, as long as there's another season, I'll be okay. But at the end of the show, when it's all said and done, if I don't have an answer, I'm gonna be pissed.
You better hope it doesn't get canceled.
Yeah, I will be pissed. I don't think it would. I think it did really good. People really responded well to it.
I know, but bro,
I know sometimes it's just
like unless you're a Game of Thrones type of show.
Well, my thing is too, and I don't like it. And I mean, or maybe the networks just haven't get us. Stop milking shit. Like when you have a good show, if it's that good, let it end. Because if you milk it, you have the possibility, and a very high possibility at that, to make it worse.
Like at The Walking Dead.
Yeah, exactly. One season, if it's great, okay, another season's fine.
Well, let's make this clear. Unless it's a miniseries, every showrunner, the people who create the shows, have a script or idea to go at
ends.
Yeah. Yes.
End it there. If you get there after 12 episodes, great. If you get there after 20, great. But
after 100,
end where it ends. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, is like this show, I can see it ending in one season.
But it's not going to.
Yeah, but if it does good, you know what they're gonna say. Oh, let's push it. Let's see what it does next season. It's like,
no, a perfect example of this is 13 Reasons Why. That was supposed to be a mini series, one season.
Yeah, it's in the second season. Right
now.
Now.
It has a third season coming on.
Yeah,
that doesn't. That's
because the first one was really strong, really powerful. Second season, I really haven't heard anything about it.
No, but the reason why is because 13 Reasons is explaining why this girl killed herself.
Yeah, it's strong. It's a strong message. Yeah. And then when you take it and like you said, you milk it, which is what they're doing, it lessens the message. And like I said,
it also dilutes the previous good seasons too.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think it takes away from the show in general.
Yeah.
It's because it's like you had such a good show, and then you're like the best part's supposed to be the ending.
Yeah.
So when it ends and you start off with this Luke Luster shit, it's bad.
Can we shout out something else? You probably didn't see it. Dexter is a perfect example of this.
I love Dexter. But I never finished it.
It should have ended after season 6. The final 2 seasons.
I only got to season 4.
No. I believe it was season 6 was the last good one, or where it started to go downhill. But 7 and 8, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like actions and comedies, you can kind of milk for a little bit more, but dramas, they need to be dramatic. In order to be dramatic, they have to be sporadic.
Yeah.
You can't have I mean, there are rare occasions. Grey's Anatomy, for example. That shit's going for like 14 seasons.
But that's different.
There are outliers.
And like CSI.
Yeah, those are some of them. Well, because CSI also has action in it, though, too. So it's like kind of a mixture.
No, but I'm saying the formula of every episode, you could take on a different case.
Okay, yeah. But like, okay, now I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Every episode has basically this is the main story.
Or like Big Bang, Seinfeld, where you could tell whatever story within that universe. But when you're telling an overall story like Game of Thrones or Westworld,
yeah,
that's where you kind of have to
boundaries.
Yes, because the moment you go out of the showrunner's initial plan, that's where danger.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you said that.
Anyways, check it out when you get a chance. A Million Little Things. Really good. Really good.
Okay. I believe we finished Skyscraper. Now we're on Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Adam Sandler.
Damn it.
Selena.
Damn you, Adam Sandler.
Yes, the three main billings is Adam Sandler, Selena Gomez, which, by the way, she is having a rough fucking year.
Bruh, and it makes me so sad because I love her. I do. I love Selena Gomez, bro.
I do too.
She's a great actor. She's a great singer. She's a great human being. And it's just like, she's having, like you said, she's having a shitty year,
First
bro.
from some organ in her
kidney. I think it was a kidney transplant.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe she got one from her friend. I can't remember.
Okay, and she had problems from that.
Yeah.
And now she what happened? She's in the hospital now.
I believe it's a mental
breakdown.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. But
yeah.
Like some type of mental institution. It's not. I don't think it was anything crazy big, but
no, but
she's definitely like seeking help,
which is not good from an artistic perspective because that means something either personal or career wise is fucking with her.
It's crazy too because I follow her on Instagram. Like I said, I love her.
I do too.
Like the days before this happened, or maybe like a week, she's like, "Oh hey guys, I'm taking a break from social media, this, that, and the third," and she seems so happy and everything. That's why it always catches me off guard. And it's like, and she's one of those people who is like, when I see her happy, I like, it's not like, oh, I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like, I genuinely see her happy. You know what I'm saying?
No, she doesn't. She for your average Instagram star, she doesn't post that much.
No, she doesn't. Not at all. Yeah.
Which I believe is actually natural.
Yeah.
And sincere.
I wish the best for her because I really do.
No, shout out to Sebastian because that's his.
Yeah.
No, he has the biggest crush. Like if he could be
celebrity crush. That's it. Okay.
His number one.
Okay. Did you real quick? Just because we're talking about celebrities right now, did you see the YouTube video that's going like it's got like almost 10 million views right now?
What?
It's Josh Peck meets Miranda Cosgrove after like 5 years.
I did not. It had a video. I read an article about it.
You know who David Dobrik is? Huge YouTuber. He's got like 10 million subscribers. You know who Lisa or Liza is on YouTube?
Yes.
He dated her for a good amount of time. I think like 4 or 5 years. And that's how he got semi-famous. He was already kind of famous, and then he got even more famous on YouTube.
So she made him
no longer together.
Okay.
But like him and Josh Peck are kind of like, I don't know because I don't watch them. Are kind of like buddy, like they're real good friends, I guess.
Okay.
And he texts Miranda Cosgrove one day, and he's like, "Do you want to meet? You know, do you want to come say hi to Josh?" And she's like, "Yeah, I haven't seen him in like 5 years." So she comes to see him after 5 years. And I just want to say, Miranda Cosgrove, really fucking pretty still. She's still very, very pretty.
Okay, I saw her like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. When I saw her, I thought she was growing into a woman.
Yeah.
Is it still on that?
Yeah, dude, she's beautiful. She's very pretty. And it's funny, too, because the one guy, he's like, the one guy who's there has a crush on her. And he was like, the one dude's like, he's like, I'm gonna give her my number. And he ended up leaving without doing it. And then David goes back to Miranda. And he's like, so my friend told me that if you wanted to, I should give you his number. And she's like, oh, the cute one. He's like, oh, you think he's cute? She's like, yeah. He's like, you want his number? She's like, I'll take his number. So he's like, can I go tell him? And she's like, sure. And he runs out there screaming his friend's name. He's like, guess what? He's like, what? He's like, she said he'll take your number. And he's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, his eyes get so fucking big, bro. He's like, you're lying. I was like,
that's wild.
I think that's cute, but
that's wild.
It's a funny video. It's only like 4 minutes long, but it's funny just because Josh sees Miranda Cosgrove, and he's like, oh my God, I'm having this weird like brotherly moment, and he like takes a pillow and he's like covering her legs because she's wearing a skirt. It's like, don't film her, David. Like, it just reminded me so much of Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
And at the end,
I miss those shows.
Dude, at the end, she's like, I got you another present, and it's a box. He opens it, and a pie comes up and hits him in the face, and he wipes it off, and he's like, Megan. And I'm just like, damn, that brought back all the feelings, bro.
Okay, honestly, okay. when it comes to premium television, it's never been better. But can we say when it comes to kid television, cable television,
it's gotten so worse.
It's never been worse.
Shows when we were kids were good. They made sense, and a lot of the times
they made stars.
Also true. And a lot of the times you can still watch them as an adult and appreciate them because they actually have like a story, a message. Nowadays, it's all about being funny. There's like name one kid show that's like actually meaningful.
Name one kid show that feels original.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I say original, I just don't mean like story or concept. I just mean like the acting, the cast. Bro, I could still watch Even Stevens, bro, and I think about Shia LaBeouf and those actors. Yo, even Phil from the future, you know, like Zach and Cody.
Yeah. Man.
Okay, once again, because we got into
Shit be getting hot,
off
man.
of Selena Gomez.
Yeah, wish the best for her. I really do.
Okay, so Hotel Transylvania 3 had the second best opening of the trilogy. 44.
Which had the first? The second one?
The second one.
I could have seen that.
It had a 44 million opening weekend over 4,200 theaters. And it ended up finishing with over 167 million domestically, which, by the way, is the second best for the franchise. But this is the key. It only ended up 2 million behind the second film, and it easily had the best legs of any film from the franchise, which was 3.8 times its opening weekend. And another thing, easily had the best global and foreign take, where it ended up with nearly 520 million worldwide, off of an $80 million budget. So put this in perspective. The three Hotel Transylvania films combined worldwide have now grossed over 1.1 billion.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, because the first one made 350.
Okay.
Then 450.
Okay.
So that's 800 plus 500. So 1.3.
Yeah.
1.3. And I believe the combined budget for these films is less than 250.
They're good movies. They're good movies. I can't say no. They're good movies.
They're old school animation.
Well, the animation's new.
No, but I meant
But like the feel of it's old school.
Yes.
Nothing crazy.
No, it reminds me very much of like the Scooby-Doo type of era, you know? The
But, like,
Cartoon
original
Network.
Scooby-Doo?
No.
Or like the kind of like this like 90s
2000s. Yes.
Yeah.
And you know why?
Huh.
The director of all three films, Gendy Teskaversky, the creator of Dexter, Samurai Jack, and I believe co-creator of Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so that explains that relationship. Now moving on to the third weekend of the month, July 20th.
Got your back, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Before you go too far.
Yes, this is new, still processing. Hotel Transylvania 3, Rotten Tomato 59%,
59%.
and Metacritic 54%. I believe this is the lowest of the three films for both of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can't say anything because I never finished it. I think the second one was my favorite, though. Yeah, I would say the second one was my favorite one. It was good.
For me, I have to be in the mood, like, depending on my mood, it determines if I prefer the first or
I guess
second.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Okay, now, moving on to July 20th, correct? Okay, we have Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Here We Go Again, released by Universal. As if you can't tell, it is a musical starring the beautiful and underappreciated Lily James. She is the female who portrayed the live-action Disney Cinderella, and she was in Baby Driver. It's not clicking, bro? Seriously? Baby Driver?
The main girl?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. I like her look.
Okay.
And she's extremely talented. Amanda, this is all you.
Seyfried? Amanda Seyfried?
I believe it's Seyfried.
Seyfried.
This is the
Can't
chick.
take it back.
Bro, this is the female from...
I know who it is.
Oh.
I can't take it back how I said the name, though. It's good. You're Seyfried now. I'm sorry.
And then... Who's the last person?
Cher.
Yeah. Who's that?
Like actually Cher?
No, that is actually...
No. Yeah, I know that's her real name, but that's like who we're talking about. Cher.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know who that is.
Who is
I didn't
she?
know she was in the movie.
Who is she?
Super famous music artist.
For real?
Super famous. Way back though. Way back. I'm talking like before my mom.
So is that why my mom like was raving when when she saw her?
That's what I say. I don't remember seeing her in the movie.
No, she is. She's like the last second.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I believe she plays the aunt or something. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like.
Or the grandmother of. It was something weird like that.
I'm trying to look at fucking shit, but nothing wants to be loaded.
Okay, the opening weekend was $35 million over 3,300 theaters. It ended up making over $120 million domestically, 3.4 times its opening weekend. Not bad. Key thing: $390 million globally off of a $75 million budget.
I told you way back.
She had to get plastic surgery, bro.
Probably.
There is no way she looks like that. 72.
And she still be going on tours and shit, bro. Mm-hmm.
She is 70.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said she's famous from way back before my mom. Well, kind of like my mom's, but like, cause you know.
Yo, I remember the first time. The first time I saw the trailer, bro, there was a whole bunch of older women. Mm-hmm. They were raving. I'm like, I looked at my mom. I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And she was like,
I know who Cher is. I've never listened to her, but I know who she is. Because that's her actual name. It's just Cher.
She obviously has a last name, though, right?
I think she got it.
She got it removed?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Wow. Is she like the only whatever her name is in the world?
What? Cher?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's wild. Oh, I was going to say the key thing about musicals, for whatever reason, Hollywood does not make them like they used to, but when musicals are released, they make money. Mm-hmm. Be it La La Land, be it the two Mamma Mia films.
Yeah. So it's weird, though. I'm not a big fan of musicals.
Bro, that's why I don't... Besides certain animated films, like the golden age of the Disney classics, right? Mm-hmm. I do not like singing animated films. Like, so pre-Beauty and the Beast Disney animated films, it's like, nah.
I understand.
It doesn't do it for me. Okay, now moving on to Equalizer 2, released by Sony. Action drama starring Denzel Washington and Pedro Pascal. Mm-hmm. Opening weekend, $36 million. Over nearly 3,400 theaters. It ended up making $102 million domestically and over $190 million globally when everything's said and done on a $62 million budget. So more likely than not, we're getting a third film. Key thing, it made more money than the first film, which I was not expecting.
I was just about to ask you that.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't like it more than they liked the first one. I liked it more than I liked the first one because it gave you more information about who he is.
I preferred this film, but I do think the first film is better.
The first one had like a certain quality about it that made it really good. But
bro, it's badass.
Yeah, I like the second one.
It's more personal.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And yo, what was the one? There was this one, dude. The scene, the moment where he finds out that his best friend, something happens to his best friend. You know.
Yeah.
That scene was just perfect. Denzel being Denzel in the best way, you know? Like how they show his facial reaction. So you prefer this one too over the first one, correct? Okay. And then there's Unfriended the Dark Web. This is the sequel to the very successful original film. The reason why it's a BH Tilt film and not a Universal Blumhouse film, I don't know. Just so you guys know, BH Tilt is owned by Blumhouse and Universal. It's a horror film. Opening weekend, $3.5 million, 1,500 theaters. Only $8.8 million total, 2.4 times its opening weekend. Not bad. $9.5 million globally. $1 million budget. So it did make a profit. It's just one-time wonder.
Yeah.
Okay, now going through the Metacritics and the Rotten Tomatoes of these, right?
Sure.
Mamma Mia, 80%.
Mamma Mia.
Much higher than the first film. But that's deceiving because the Metacritic is basically the same as the first film. So this is why Rotten Tomatoes is very deceiving.
Yeah, because it technically got the same rating.
But more critics.
Oh.
Yeah. Equalizer 2, no surprise, lower ratings than the first one. Went from 60% to 50%. And then 60 to 50 Metacritic. And then Unfriended somehow had more people approve of it than Equalizer 2. Okay, now the two biggies, because two of these films we're really going to talk about. July 27th. Yeah. What do you want to go with first? Because I believe there's a negative to both of these now.
What do you mean both of them?
Well, obviously one is a complete negative for you. Yes. But then I believe Fallout has left a bad taste in our mouth.
Well, in your mouth maybe. I don't think about it. you don't think about it, it doesn't matter.
Okay, true. So the 27th ended on a bang. Mission Impossible Fallout opened up, and then so did Teen Titans Go to the movies, the theatrical film to the very popular and very successful TV show.
Yay.
Do you want to get the negative out first so we can kind of end on a positive note? Okay. Teen Titans Go, released by Warner Brothers, obviously. Animation. Opening weekend, $10 million over 3,100 theaters, nearly 3,200. Ended up making 2.8 times this opening weekend. Simple math, $29.5 million. Surprisingly, it made $52 million globally off of a $10 million budget. So this film actually made money. And this is the thing that had
Makes me upset.
Yeah. Jordan was like, no shit, no way. He actually shouted out for this. Rotten Tomato, 91%, and Metacritic, 69.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, like we established, Rotten Tomato can be very misleading. We have established that.
But still, bro, would you
For
have
91%, that's high though. You know what I'm saying? That's 9 out of fucking 10. You know what I'm
critics
saying?
approve of it?
Yeah, so I'd never like even if they gave it like a 70 or even an 80, I'd be like, okay, well that's dumb, but okay.
Well, most animated films normally are higher rated than your other
are,
genres.
yeah.
But 91%.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta work hard to earn a 90. And this
Any
just
genre
doesn't do it to me. This is like it's fucking.
Have you seen the film though?
No. Why would I watch that shit?
But
What's it about? Tell me what it's about. Did you watch it? What's it about?
Well, from what I heard, the Teen Titans are trying to make a movie, and they can't.
Okay, you lost me. It's garbage. Teen Titans don't give a fuck about the movies, right?
No, but this is the good thing though. They're trying to make a movie, but Slade intervenes.
Why are they trying to make a movie?
And then at some point,
Got more important things to worry about than making a goddamn movie.
and at some point, the Justice League comes in. And I heard it's very funny. Like, there's a Slade joke where he's talking about Deadpool, saying, "I'm the original, yet you motherfuckers care more about this dude."
Did he really say you motherfuckers? No. Then I don't want to watch it.
The Metacritic is very surprising, too. People say it's great. It got a 69, basically a 7 out of 10. That is great.
It just doesn't do it for me. I love animated movies. I love anime movies. I love all that.
But why doesn't it do it?
Because it's just childish, yo. And it's like straight up like I feel like Teen Titans Go was made for like 3 and 4 year olds, bro.
I wouldn't say that young, but it's definitely made for below 10.
I would say, bro, like I've never even seen an episode, so I can't really say. But just going off the animation style and the few clips that I've seen, that shit is not like anyone over 8. I feel like shouldn't even be interested in it.
From the animation style, I completely agree.
It's like it's weird to me. Like I feel like you outgrow that shit when you're like it. To me, it's got the feel like you're watching fucking Blue's Clues or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everyone loves Blue's Clues. Everybody knows Blue's Clues. But it's because you watched it when you were like 3 or 4, and it kind of just stays with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're not going to sit there at 9 years old and say, oh, I want to watch Blue's Clues. Like, no, you don't. Like, get the fuck up. Go watch something else.
Can I say this, though? How many shows, going back to the whole family TV shows, aren't like they used to be? How many shows are like Samurai Jack, like Batman the Animated TV Show, like Ed and Eddie?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly. So, make those. Don't remake them.
Like the Powerpuff Girls,
Don't fuck it up.
Dude,
That's one of my things, too, is like, I hate when people remake things and they just make it worse. Like, if you're going to remake it, put it as close to if the original was good, put it as close to the original as possible. But when you change it so drastically, it's just...
Or you know what's just as bad of offender? When you try to when you try to mimic, but it's another word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it. When you try to mimic the original show, so you're doing nothing creative, but because either the voice cast, because of the storytelling, you never reach the same highs. Yeah. I think that's just as worse.
I can't do it, man. I can't. I'm sorry.
No, but bro, look at everything. Any of the new Batman shows after the Batman, from Batman Brave and the Bold to this new Batman show that was canceled, the new Justice League, the new Powerpuff Girls, the new Teen Titans, the animation is more kiddie, and then they don't... I feel like those shows, even Ed, and Eddie, I feel like kids, teens, and even some adults could watch it and enjoy it for different reasons. Like a Pixar film. Kids can enjoy it and adults can enjoy it, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I don't...
But okay, now we're talking. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, I was saying the older shows.
Okay, now I'm with you.
Yeah, like Dexter's Laboratory, all the original DC shows like Static Shock, Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm. I got you. But now, like I said, it feels like it feels like a show you wouldn't watch it kind of feels like a show you would watch to pass time, not a show you would watch to enjoy.
No, animated shows now, in terms of for like the Nickelodeons and the Cartoon Networks, are literally you're doing something first and foremost, and you have something in the background for background noise. Mm-hmm. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and I want to point this out because some people will say this. I am not using nostalgia like some Star Wars fans. I own some of these shows that we talked about, and I still watch them, and they still hold up. Batman the Animated Series is going on to be 30 years old, and it might be the best animated superhero television show to date. It still holds up. Batman Beyond still holds up.
Well, to me too and this might be my nostalgia coming into effect, but like when you're a kid and you watch that, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like not growing out of cartoons, but it's taking you from cartoons into something more mature-ish. Not saying that it's like mature, but it's more mature than cartoons, right? But now it's like you go from cartoons, like kid cartoons, straight to more kid cartoons. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's no progression. It just stays the same throughout the years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because like I say, like, I feel like if Teen Titans Go, sure, like maybe I'm 4 or 5, whatever. But like, when I reach like 8, 9, if you're still watching Teen Titans Go, I feel like you haven't progressed. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to grow as you get older. And this is just, to me, it's a kid show. It's like an actual like child show.
But the sad part, bro, is that like the Even Stevens, the Teen Titans Go, they are technically the older shows for this generation. They technically are.
I'm okay with it.
For me, my biggest thing, I just don't like the animation. The animation,
it's super weird. And the thing is, that's another thing that gets me. If you watch the original, right, which was how long ago? Do you know?
I believe it ended around 2006, 7.
How is something that, is 10 years older have better animation than this? Because I didn't try. Yeah, to me, that's like the easy way out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, supposedly it's the budgets, too. Back then, with like the Animaniacs, Looney Tunes, and those shows, even like Billy and Mandy, supposedly they had bigger budgets for better cast, better writers, and better animation. Supposedly. That's what because I watched a video about the individuals who voiced the Animaniacs, because they're doing a reboot, which is scaring the shit out of me. They're rebooting that, and that's, if you ask any true cartoon fan, that television show is a classic, right? And they said the reason why shows nowadays, either from a talent perspective or from an actual visual perspective, is not like the shows just 5 years ago, let alone 15 and 30 years ago, is because they don't get the budgets like they used to. Because now all the budgets are going to either live action shows or they're going into the streaming business.
Yeah, streaming is a huge business right now.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So I do want to play both sides of it. So for me, when it comes to these new shows, the moment I watch them, I'm turned off just because of the animation.
I feel you.
Okay, now the final thing is Mission Impossible Fallout, released by Paramount, action adventure, starring the
Tom Cruise, first of all. My man Henry Cavill, also known as Superman.
I don't know. Have you heard the rumors?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, technically, he's still Superman.
Yeah, bro. Physically, we've never had a better Superman.
I
and
agree.
If they get rid of him...
I agree wholeheartedly. And my thing is, too, there's a lot of talk, and I just want to get into this real quick.
No.
There's a lot of talk about, what's his name taking up the Superman mantle?
Who?
Michael B. Jordan. Which I don't mind. My only problem with that is he's literally on Marvel already. You know what I'm saying? He's Killmonger, but still, it's like, it's tough for me to go from, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so recent, too. It literally, You know.
Can I say something? Because most people aren't even going to be listening at this point. I just want to say this. When it comes to characters like James Bond,
Okay.
who were never made to have an ethnicity type.
Yeah.
They just ended up always being portrayed by Brits because James Bond was created in Britain, right?
Yeah.
But James Bond, the character, has never been, oh, he's a British agent, right?
Uh-huh.
So I just want to make this clear. I would love if Idris Elba became James Bond.
I agree. I think he'd be a perfect James.
And by the way, he's also British. So even though ethnicity-wise he's not a Brit, he's still nationality-wise a Brit, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to when it comes to characters that were created with an ethnicity in mind, that's what kind of...
It throws you off a little bit. And I understand that, but that doesn't even throw me off here. Like I said, I think physically he would make a good Superman. He looks like he could be Superman. My problem is I've already set him in the mind of Killmonger. And not only that, but before that, technically he was fucking the Flame dude, Johnny.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that cast was so perfect and they fucked it up.
Yeah, 100%, you're right. And my thing is, too, here is, like, it's just the fact that he's played all these roles already and they're so close to each other. And, like, because, you know, they're all pretty recent.
Yeah.
And the fact...
Yeah, 2 Marvels.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And it's like... And like I said, it does... And the thing is, I understand different universe, you know, shit like that happens. But it's like, once you create that different universe, it's going to be weird. Because you already have him in the same universe as... So if you continue Wonder Woman's universe and everyone else's universe, but you only change Superman's, you understand what I'm saying? It'd be weird.
No.
So if you kept Henry Cavill and created a separately different
like
universe,
they're doing with the Joker.
Yeah, exactly. If they created a separately different universe with Michael B. Jordan as a different Superman, 100% okay with that.
Can I say this? I print my approval of that. That was my biggest problem. If not only would Michael B. Jordan, like if he completely replaced Henry Cavill, I don't like that off the bat. But then if you put him into the backstory of Henry Cavill Superman, a guy from Kansas with white parents, you know, that's if you made complete.
That's the thing too. Is like you said, Superman has certain presets that he just wouldn't fit into.
Yes, but if you made a otherworld universe story where he has a completely different backstory, I would approve.
That's what I'm saying. But and then completely okay with that. And you could take Henry Cavill out of the picture. That's okay. But my problem then would be you would not be able to get him into the same universe as everyone else because they're already in this universe.
Yeah.
So in order to do so, you would have to do some type of weird-ass crossover.
Yeah. Which
I'm not sure how it would take and how long it would take, by the way. Because it's just... Like I said, I honestly, he looks... You put him in the suit...
No, physically...
He looks like he could be Superman.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Can I say this? Like, the best example... If you're going to make Batman a non-white character, don't make this non-white actor portray Bruce Wayne.
No, yeah, I understand. Because Bruce Wayne has certain presets.
Yes, make him portray a new individual who becomes the Batman. The same thing with...
same thing as like Robin, kind of.
Yes.
Like he teaches him and he grows to become Batman.
Yes, so if you make Michael B. Jordan become Superman... I know Jordan knows. I am a huge Michael B. Jordan fan.
True.
I've been a fan since Fruitvale Station,
that was a good ass movie.
Right?
That movie legitimately made me cry first time I watched it. Didn't expect. I saw it on TV. I was like, I'll just watch this. End of the movie, I'm like, shit, I'm crying.
Bro, I'm like,
that was phenomenal.
Well, technically, the first film we saw him in was Chronicle. We just didn't know who the fuck he was.
That's true. And he was good in Chronicle. I like Chronicle.
Yes, but it was Fruitvale Station which put the name onto that. My point is, if you're gonna make him Superman, don't make him
Clark Kent.
What's his Kryptonian name? I'm blanking right now. Yes, make him a different individual from that planet.
And that's another thing I'd be okay with. Say Henry Cavill dies, whatever, disappears. Death of Superman style, right?
Yes.
And say Michael B. Jordan was already somehow in the universe, but he didn't take up the mantle because Superman already had it.
Yeah,
then you learn that Superman dies, whatever. He realized someone needs to step up, and he's also from Krypton.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
That would be dope.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the fact is when you take Henry Cavill out of Superman shoes and try to put Michael B. Jordan in, that's where it gets like kind of like messed up. And I'm like, it just doesn't fit to me. You know what I'm saying? You put him in his shoes, make his own shoes, and he'll be fine. Due
respect to both characters and both actors. Okay, I'm glad we agree about that.
Because I saw a picture of it, and you know how people are. Oh, they don't want him in the role because he's black. And it's like, it's not about that. It's about him fitting the role.
But then you have the other side where people are saying, oh, you're racist because you don't want him playing Superman. That's not it either. It's just, when you make a character have a specific identity and you change it, that's disrespectful to the creators. Make a new identity. Yeah. He could still be that, like Green Lantern. Yeah. Instead of making a black individual become Hal Jordan, they made a completely new Green Lantern.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You can make him into Superman. Just don't make him into Clark Kent. That's the thing, because Superman is a symbol. It's a moniker. Like, anyone can be Batman. Anyone can be Superman.
Yes.
You just have to do it right. That's it. And you're good. We're good to go, man. Did you know Smallville was had an anniversary or some shit like that?
I didn't. Did you know Smallville had 10 seasons?
Yeah, absolutely did.
How did it last?
I honestly don't think it should have ran that long.
Perfect example of what
it did fall off, but it was still a pretty good show.
You know what they need to cut right now? Arrow. It's getting to that point.
I agree, because I fell off of it. I think I fell off season 4, beginning of season 5.
Especially when you consider each season has 20+ episodes.
You fall off. It's really good, too, the first couple seasons, and you do fall off eventually.
Yeah.
Like, okay, his dad dies, then his mom dies, then his friend dies, and then it's like that. It's like, what the fuck?
But you know, like Game of Thrones, when you only have 10-episode seasons, you could actually kind of get to 8, 10 seasons.
Yeah, because it's only technically 80 episodes.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you got 20, that's fucking 4 seasons.
That's 80 right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's half the time, same amount of episodes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, this whole episode has been divergent.
We moved a lot to TV this round.
I'm glad. Because we don't have time to do that, so we might as well fit it in at some point. Now, okay, Mission Impossible Fallout. Henry Cavill, the man. Who else is in this film for the most?
Oh, yeah. Rebecca Ferguson and Sean Harris.
Yeah, there's a lot more people. It's just...
Obviously, yeah. What's the name of the one dude? I don't think you have him up here.
Which
dude who plays the...
Alec Baldwin?
No, other guy. Tom Cruise's friend.
Oh, Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg, that's it. Yeah, okay, yep.
And Vince
Vaughn.
No, not Vince Vaughn. Vince Rams.
Yeah, Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I said Vince Vaughn. I just realized who that was, too. You said Vince, and my head went right to Vince Vaughn, and I was like, yeah, that's right. But it's Ving Rhames.
Let's talk about Adam Sandler. Vince Vaughn, what the fuck happened?
It's weird, too, because what was his last movie with the one dude?
I believe his last film was that suit.
Business movie, whatever it was called. Wasn't a bad movie. But people did not like it. And the one movie he did before that where he was the sperm donor, really enjoyed that movie.
I really did.
Edwin hates Vince Vaughn. I said it right. Edwin hates him. I liked his movies. I do. But he hasn't... people fell off of him.
Well, technically, his films have fallen off compared to his glory days.
True.
Dodgeball and Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, let's say Wedding Crashers.
Okay, so... This is Mission Impossible Fallout had a $61 million opening weekend over 43, nearly 4,400 theaters. It ended up making 3.5 times its opening weekend, finishing with over 220 domestically and 790 globally, off of a $178 million budget. Which, by the way, if it wasn't for Tom Cruise messing up his ankle, the budget would have been much lower, but they had to delay it.
Yeah, and the reshoots, right?
Yep. Well, it wasn't
not reshoots now because he broke his ankle. They had to stop filming.
Yeah, and they didn't want to lose any of their cast like Henry Cavill, so they had to pay them for the 8 weeks he was recovering.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
But that makes sense, obviously, because in that 8 weeks they could have done something else.
Yeah, no. Well, Henry Cavill would have shaved his mustache and done Justice League the right way. But
true that.
Okay, the two things I want to point out. This had surprisingly the best opening weekend of the franchise, which is not surprising when you consider inflation. Mm-hmm. But that's impressive when you're 6th installment in and you deliver the best opening weekend. It ended up delivering the best total domestic, which, not surprising with inflation. It does change with inflation. But there's no denying it had the best foreign and global total of the entire franchise. Which, going back, Mission Impossible is better than James Bond.
We're going to get killed for this. I agree. Only because I never really watched any James Bond movies. Forgive me for that. That's why I'm just saying I don't want to get lynched here. But first of all, right, the old James Bond movies, I think I might have saw one or two.
Which old one though? Like the original Sean Connery?
Yes,
Yeah.
the old ones. So I might have saw one or two, and it just I was a kid, so it didn't really click for me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, from the films I saw, well, to be honest, before Daniel Craig became James Bond, all the previous James Bond films were more so on the fantasy side than the actual.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah. But even that, like I said, I only saw one or two. And then even when Daniel Craig became James Bond,
You still haven't seen any.
have not seen a single one. I always say, yo, that shit look good. I'm going to go watch it. Never watch it, baby. What's the first one? Casino Royale, right?
Yeah.
Never seen it.
It
What's
might
the
be
next
the-
one? Spectre?
No.
Or Scepter? What is it?
Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace. Never seen it. The next one.
Skyfall.
Never seen it.
And then obviously you haven't seen Spectre.
Haven't seen Spectre.
Don't see Spectre. It's one of the worst James Bond films.
Okay.
period.
See Skyfall?
I would see the first three.
Okay.
The Quantum of
Casino Royale,
Solace.
Quantum of Solace, and
No, but I was going to say Quantum of Solace is underrated. I know for a fact it's your type of film.
I might watch it, I might not. But anyways, that's the reason why I prefer Mission Impossible over that.
But just going back to common sense, go back to the TV show argument. When you have less films, it's more likely you're going to deliver better films over.
Well, my thing is, too, is like, when did Casino Royale come out? 2006?
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
When did the first Mission Impossible come out?
1995? 6?
95? Damn. I thought it was like 98.
No, it's 96, because 4 years later, 2000.
It makes sense, though, too, because the first one I actually saw was Mission Impossible 2.
Yeah.
And then I saw Mission Impossible 3. But I was at that age where it was like, okay, I was like, Mission Impossible 3 came out when? 2006. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was 11. So after a year or two, obviously we bought it on DVD. I was in my teenage years. I watched it. I liked it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, now thinking about the first Mission Impossible was actually the last one I saw before Fallout. Because I saw 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the first one.
Oh, see. And then, well, going back to what I was saying,
Yeah.
Casino Royale, right? 2006 came out. When I was a kid, we didn't go to the movies. I mean, nobody got no money for that. So we didn't watch it. And it came out on DVD in 2007. Because that's back when, you know.
Yeah, when it took like a year.
Yeah, it took a year to come out on DVD. So it's like, yeah, I was, I just wasn't about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
But he's seen them all, and he prefers Mission Impossible.
No, I haven't seen them all.
No, that's what he said, guys. That's what he said. That's what you said, bro. Don't go back now, Francis.
I never said that, but okay. No, I was just saying when you have 6 compared to 26, it just
no. And this thing too is like, oh, I can watch Mission Impossible, or I can watch
James Bond.
but it's like, all right, where to start?
Yeah. And
Start from the beginning. All right, I'll just watch 20 movies then. I don't want to watch 20 movies. That's a lot of fucking movies.
Yeah. And I don't know how you feel about this. For me, it's really hard to go back to films before 1975-ish.
That's pushing it for me. I'm so used to I'll go back to 90s.
Oh, easily.
Even go back to 80s. 70s is pushing it, depending on the movie.
No, but I was going to say that's when blockbusters started coming out, like Jaws, the Star Wars.
Still never seen Jaws.
Damn.
Yeah, I've seen Star Wars.
No, I'm saying I could go easily back to the 80s. I make exceptions for the 70s, but anything before 1970 is
it's rough.
And
it's rough.
Just the way I don't care what anybody says. Acting, even a bad actor today would be a great actor in 1960. Yeah, the entire profession has dramatically, from directing for the most part to writing to acting to just the way the film looks. If you just go back to 1990, Jurassic Park.
Still, Jurassic Park does hold up. We'll say that. I saw it on Netflix, and I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's gonna look probably kind of bad. Didn't. It held up really well.
No, but I'm saying the film, like, it doesn't look as crisp, like the overall image quality.
No, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm saying, well, obviously for Netflix they did like the HD remastered shit.
Yeah.
But it looks still good, is what I was saying. But like, you know what else they just put on Netflix? Robin Hood, the old one with
Kevin Costner.
Yep, and Morgan Freeman.
Does it hold up?
I haven't watched it. I'm terrified. It was one of my favorite movies growing up, and I'm terrified to watch it.
Well, to give you hope, I think the first 2 Batman films still hold up.
Batman.
Batman and Batman Returns.
Okay.
Just because the way, see, if films are shot a specific way for their time, stuff holds up. Mm-hmm. You know, like nowadays, the biggest thing is going to be CGI. When we look 20 years ahead, 20 years from now, some of these films are going to be bad.
And that's crazy thinking about it, because right now they look fucking amazing.
Yes.
Like, I like, we say this all the time, I can't tell the difference between CGI. Well, I mean, obviously, I can be like, well, obviously that's not fucking real, but it looks really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are certain movies where if I can tell that they're using CGI, it's a bad movie. No,
like Spider-Man 3. Some of those scenes, they don't look like how I pictured them, you know? How I remember them. And it's certain films where they overuse the CGI or they don't have the budget for it, and it's
rough.
Yeah. Okay, you got anything else to say?
No, it's been long enough.
Yeah.
Because you keep going off on tangents, bruh. Learn to control yourself.
I've been the villain.
Been like an hour and a fucking half, bruh.
This might be our longest video.
No, I think didn't we have one that was like an hour 50? I'm pretty sure we had one that was like an hour 50.
No, I believe
olden days. Back in the olden days.
No, you're probably thinking of 2 episodes we recorded.
Nah, bro, it was 1 episode.
Look it up, fact check me, and I'm going to do the outro.
You do that.
Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching.
Thank you.
You probably didn't get to the end, but if you did, we appreciate the love and support. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
MySpace.
No, we're not. And if you really did fuck with the video, give us that thumbs up. If for whatever reason you disliked it, you could thumbs down it. But please go into the comments and explain to us what you disliked,
so we can yell at you.
So we can improve. And if you agree, disagree, if you have anything to add to anything we said today, because we did go off on a lot of tangents, please leave comments. You could talk to us directly.
Talk to us directly.
Whatever you prefer. And I know most people don't watch these episodes because this is my nerdy session. But if you are interested, because at the end of the day, if you really fuck with a piece of art, be it music, be it video games, be it television shows and movies, you do want to know how successful they are, because that, at the end of the day, leads to more or less of it. So I find it interesting that we're doing this with movies. Let us know the feedback, and definitely let us know about the side tangents.
Might be the longest one.
I told you.
128 I saw.
What was that, Infinity War?
I don't remember, in all honesty. I just went past. I was looking at numbers.
I told you this was...
Yeah, I think it's the longest one.
Yeah. Well, it might change, though, because there was that 10-minute hiatus I'm going to cut out.
That's also true.
Yeah. So it might be in the 120s. So it's going to be neck and neck with Infinity War.
Okay.
But I remember Infinity War was around an hour and a half, but we ended up cutting it because there was that
124, but it wasn't one I was in. It was a sports one.
Oh shit! Okay. Yeah. Okay. Jordan brought up a great point a couple episodes back. If you are a subscriber, or if you become a subscriber from this video, please hit the bell so you know that.
Oh, that's right, the little ting ting ting.
Yes.
That way you know when
we post.
And we're not gonna spam you. We never, we're not uploading 6 videos a day. I honestly, I unsubscribe from people like that, bruh. I can't keep up with your content, bruh. Like, I can love you, but it's like you got like 6 videos a day, and they're like 10 minutes long. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Or it's like some podcast shows, they post a video or 2 a day, and their podcasts are over half an hour. And it's like, we're not going to spam you.
Yeah, we're not going to spam you with videos because we make only once a month.
Well, yeah.
It's tough out here, man. We had like 3 videos this month. That's a win.
I just want to say this. Wouldn't you rather do this than how we started off and we were doing 2 a week and they were just hot dookie? Bro, I was watching an old video. You legit dozed off for a minute.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then came back in.
Yeah, that sounds about like that sounds about right.
Okay, guys. We appreciate you. We hope to see you for the next video. LLPH.
LLPH. Ladies love what was it? PH. Lady loves fat I don't know.
Penis huge.
Sure. Ladies love The fat L. The L being your penis. I don't know, guys. I'm struggling. I'm tired.
I did say life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, right? Or I just said LLPH.
LLPH.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next hour and 47-minute video in 23 seconds.
If you want to subscribe, just hit this bad boy up here, that big fat rhino. If you want the newest video, to the right. If you want the recommended, to the left. And then, of course, our personal dick pic. Yep, right below. So thank you for joining us once again, and we hope to see you next week. So peace out.
Peace.